Hi everyone, so I wanted to do a quick video about my travel makeup bag. I know I just made one, but honestly, a lot of things changed before I went on the trip, and I actually want to share what ended up being probably the most useful things on the trip. Um, so let me go ahead and lay it out for you guys, and then we can go from there. So basically, I ended up having just kind of a change of heart with some things, and was found other ways to kind of downsize, and then other ways to kind of maximize what I had. And I just ran into some trouble while I was testing out my makeup bag as well. So let me keep that from rolling away. And this is kind of what I landed on. So I wanted to let you know what I ended up using, what I didn't end up using, even with the things that I ended up bringing. So let's start with base stuff first, including some of the skincare stuff, which I don't know if I have everything here, but I'll try to mention anyways. I brought a small eye cream. This was just kind of like a deluxe size sample from Sunday Riley, but this came in handy, especially because I needed extra hydration through, after traveling and things like that. So this was nice. I just ended up using a little extra more than I usually would under the eyes and over other areas of my face. And I did bring a moisturizer as well. My Franken SPF here actually worked out super well. As you can see, I have some use on this and I will continue to use this. And I actually really enjoyed this for the trip. The kind of like face cleanser, I actually realized I don't enjoy using this soap as a face cleanser. It was good for a brush cleanser, but honestly didn't really clean my brushes all that much, so this didn't get a ton of use, but it was good to have around just in case. Definitely, I think I washed my brushes once during the trip because they were getting a little grimy. In terms of that, the brushes that I ended up bringing, I ended up using all of them. I might bring one more, I think, just to kind of have a spare in case I need an extra blending brush, because I ended up, instead of bringing a kind of like duo, I ended up just pressing two shadows into one compact here, or like one pan here, and then putting this in this little case that I got. It worked out well, but I think by the end of the trip, I ended up just mixing the two shades together to kind of create this bronzy shade. Let me see if I can swatch it for you guys or not. But yeah, it's kind of a bronzy shade. And when I was trying to use them separately, they were kind of getting mixed and stuff like that too, even with the brushes. And so hit or miss, I think, with this. I think very, very like the idea is really, really good, but I think in terms of the way I split the pan and stuff like that, maybe not so much. Maybe I need to wipe it a bit just to kind of get the colors to separate a bit again, but good concept. It worked. And I even sometimes mixed it in with my blush, which ended up bringing a powder blush, my Rocketeer one, and to kind of create a pinky shade too. So that was nice as well to kind of incorporate that. So really, really love bringing my Rocketeer brush with me. This was a decent shade, probably not super optimal because I'm just kind of getting tanner and tanner, but it worked, and it was honestly really nice to be able to get away to getting pop of color. I would use it on top of my lipstick as a cream blush. I know I said I would bring my my lipstick palette, but I ended up bringing instead this lipstick, and this shade worked out really, really well for me on the trip. I did kind of bring a mini concealer cream product type thing. Didn't end up using it much. I ended up just really falling back on my tried and true, my MAC Studio Fix powder, which is pretty, not high coverage, but like medium coverage powder, which works for my type of coverage. So we'll definitely be traveling with this again. Mascara worked out okay. Found out that this actually smudged on me a bit. Also brought along my tried and true wow, eyelash curler, and they worked fine together. But I kind of wish I had a smaller mascara tube for this. I think the one thing that I was kind of disappointed by was I had a small bottle of a setting spray I was gonna bring, but that sprayer did not work out for me, so I ended up having to switch over to my next smallest setting spray, which was this MAC one. This is 1 fluid ounce versus I think a third of a fluid ounce. But I also found out that I use quite a bit of setting spray, so I actually used up about half of this by the time I was done by the trip. So it was good that I switched over, and I kind of used that method of a few drops of the Aqua Seal in here, and then added distilled water, and I think it worked for what it was. But yeah, if I'm going to bring this anyways, I probably just end up filling it up with a proper setting spray, but who knows what I'm going to end up doing in the future. But that's just something I wanted to document for myself. Bring a decent amount of setting spray. I never know how much I'm going to go through, especially if I'm going for an event and need to be touching up and stuff like that. So, yeah, and I actually, this is an extra lipstick I forgot to mention. This one was in my purse already, and this one ended up actually being a really nice, like almost lip primer type color. This is actually originally a fresh lip balm. It's just like super sheer and worked really well kind of as like a lip balm. So, sorry, I just had something start playing on me. Oh, okay, got it. So, anyways, all that to say, yeah, this new and improved version of my travel bag worked out really, really well for me. I was applying makeup almost every day just to feel a little bit more put together for the day. I did end up bringing kind of a small thing here of makeup balm cleanser, and that worked out really well too. I used that a few times, so I think I'll definitely be bringing most of this stuff again on my upcoming trip. I probably won't do another travel bag video, I think, for my few upcoming trips, just because they'll probably be so similar to this. But now I know kind of what works, what doesn't work, what I kind of want to be having on my trip. I'm really excited to pack again and, get some use on these dedicated items. So, anyhow, thanks so much for watching. I hope that this was somewhat interesting to you to get an update, although it looks like all the same products again. But at least for me and documenting for myself, like this is what actually worked for the trip. And probably a few changes I would make would be maybe I don't need any like concealer type product with me all that much, just because my tinted SPF already has a bit of coverage to it. I think in terms of the eyeshadow, I think it will depend on kind of the events and like the things I'm going to. I'll probably end up in at least my next trip, I'll probably bring a few more shades with me. But it was nice to kind of use it together with the blush, to kind of get some variety as well. I realized that lip products for me are actually really, really important. So not to skimp on that, and to kind of bring the things that I really enjoy using, and not necessarily just be using things that I almost brought things that I don't normally use because I was like, oh, I can get some use. But actually, what I really wanted on the trip was like my comfort items, like this powder, this face powder is one of my like holy grail comfort items in my collection. I think this lipstick has quickly become that as well. Of course, mascara and things like that, like just things that I just want to work well. I think that's what I want to bring versus like, oh, like the random lip product that I haven't used much, or the blush that I don't use very often, and just kind of hope it works. But I think bringing things that I know work was honestly the better mentality for me. So, anyways, just wanted to share that. I hope it was somewhat interesting, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.